So today we're going to be going over how to fix dry soil in indoor plants. I have here a ficus and my dracaena, and the soil has kind of pulled away from the sides of the pot and is super dry. It all comes up in one big dry clump, and if you have ever noticed this where your soil has kind of pulled away from the sides of the pot, it doesn't absorb water, I'm going to show you how to fix this, how to get your soil back to absorbing water like normal when you water it. And before I dive in just a few seconds, you can see here why it is such a problem, because I will water my plant like I do normally and the water just goes right through. The soil doesn't absorb anything and the roots aren't able to get any water because of that. So this is not good for the plant and we're going to fix it. So step number 1 is to bottom water your plant, and that name is pretty self-explanatory. It just means to water them from the bottom. So put them in some sort of dish, fill it with water, and the water will be absorbed up through the drainage holes into the soil. You can kind of see here in the time lapse how the water level goes down because the soil is absorbing it, also because I seem to have a leak in my Tupperware right here. But you just let it sit for maybe about 15 minutes. You want the soil to become mostly saturated, and as you do this, it will really help rehydrate the soil over time, and you may have to do this the next few times you water your plant, maybe for the next month or two. Next step is to aerate your soil. I'm just using a little crochet hook, but you're welcome to use what you have around. This will kind of help break up that dry soil and allow it to absorb water better. And you can see here that just 10 minutes into this process, the soil has really taken up a lot of water. I'm going to leave it in for just a little longer because I want that to raise higher and have more soil become saturated. And you can see just the difference. This is when I top watered and there was hardly any uptake of water. Bottom watering is great for rehydration. I feel like that's one of its great main purposes. I don't bottom water all the time, but I do in these cases. Step 3 is to let the excess water drain out of your pot. You don't want it sitting in there and creating conditions for root rot. Now you're ready to put your plants back into their decorative pots. Once their soil is dry, I do recommend repeating this whole process again just to help fix the soil for the long term and get it back to normal where it can absorb water with however you like to water your plants. If you found this helpful, be sure to give it a thumbs up, and thank you guys so much for watching.